Did I see the SoFaygo snippet from Aiden's stream? I did, but I didn't like listen closely enough. So let's see. It's called Going Back. That was actually crazy. It kind of reminded me of a Love Is Rage 2 sound. I don't know, like super hype. Not saying hype in the sense of like mosh pit or rage, but like a lot, like they build up to then like a beat drop where like it goes crazy on the chorus, you know, that kind of thing. And I don't know, the underwater type background instrumental, you can hear it. Like I felt like I heard a lot of that on Love Is Rage 2. Melodic Uzi hype, yeah. This is cool though. SoFaygo's gonna go crazy. I was just talking to Yassine about this. I feel like this album is gonna be, the underground is gonna hate it, just because that's what the underground does. Like when an artist goes big, like it just comes under hella scrutiny because it's not going to be the old sound. But then the industry and just general public, like given that it's going to be on playlists and like radio or whatever, like it has the Travis effect, right? And obviously I don't know what's going to happen, but I think that it'll do well. In the long run at least, like something will pop off. One of the songs, even if it's like the Uzi feature or something. I haven't even really listened to snippets all too much just because I don't like to do that. It ruins everything. Plus it's like low quality shit. Why would I sit there and listen in the car or and while I'm working out to shit that's not full quality? That's like watching I don't know, a movie at, I don't even know, like 720p. It's all blurry and shit. I ain't listening or watching that. Underground is gonna hate on it at first, but they'll switch up eventually. Yeah, but it's gonna get a lot of like big promos. So I think the underground, a lot of people have already given up on him, but that's not really who he's trying to cater to anyway. Like if you think about it, the underground is actually a really small community, so it doesn't even matter. Granted, they're like the enthusiasts of music, so they stream the most, or they are willing to listen to the newest shit or the most outrageous music that like might not be in the norm or mainstream or fit into conform into whatever everything else sounds like. So that's what it's good for. But at a certain point you have to outgrow that. And that's like with all these artists that have stayed in the underground since 2016, they just haven't hit that next level where I feel like SoFaygo, like he has the potential to get out. He already has the skills and voice and sound to like hit the mainstream audience. That's why, again, Travis signed him, because a lot of the underground artists, like they sound good and they may be doing bigger numbers organically, but at a certain point organic numbers don't even fucking matter, as we've seen with like Lil Baby and all the other street rappers. Like you just got to put it in front of people's faces at a certain point, because all the casual listeners, they don't check on the marketing schemes. They're just like, yo, I liked the music. They don't check if you know, it was planted on YouTube home screen or whatever. And you know, SoFaygo will be on the Up Next Apple Music playlist. He'll probably be on Rap Caviar. If it's on there and somebody hears it and they like it and it fits into their casual listening ear, like it'll do well. And I think his music does better than, it will do better than a lot of the other artists in his class. You know, underground fans still loud as fuck, and you're gonna see the hate. Yeah, every time he drops, it's gonna be like, yo, this shit trash. I saw it on the first 4 singles. It was like, these songs are cool, especially Hell Yeah. And it's like the people who were fucking with Hell Yeah when the CDQ leak occurred or surfaced, whatever, they were loving that shit. And then it dropped, and like, I couldn't hear a difference between the leak and whatever it was. Maybe it was like a negligible, like the mix was a little bit different or whatever, but they were like, yo, they fucked up the mix. I'm like, yo, this literally, you can't hear a difference. You don't even know what you're talking about. The leak was probably, you know, just the original bounce or something. And they were complaining about the music videos, like overproduced. Like, what? What, overproduced? What does that even mean? I actually like music videos when they're more overproduced and have a bunch of effects on it, because I feel like rap nowadays, the stigma is like rappers will just go out on the street or go in their crib and just shoot a music video, just simple, literally no cohesion or no overarching idea behind it or storyline or whatever. And I think Ken Carson brought that back into the underground, given granted he was signed to, you know, a label, Opium, so like he had the budget. But a lot of these artists, you know, they don't have that, or the overproduced shit is just like corny. This one, I don't know, it fit well. I liked it. Young Lean created everybody. Shut the fuck up. Young Lean definitely had an influence. I will give him that. Created? I don't think so. He definitely had some influence on like the beat styles for sure, but I think like Young Thug and Future created everybody, and like Lil Wayne. And if we talking long-term music, you feel like SoFaygo going to last just because he makes music that universal instead of niche? Yeah, exactly. At a certain point, like we discussed with Tory Lanez, where he said on the interview with Academics that 70 or 80% of your streams are from playlisting. That means that your organic streams low-key don't even fucking matter. Like, if you're plugged into the playlist and for some reason Spotify curators love you, even though like you get no engagement on your social media platforms, and there's plenty of artists that are like this, like Tyler Yoway, who sounded like Post Malone, and many others. I don't even want to list them because I don't want to like offend anybody, but it's just the truth. Like if you're getting playlisted and you know the radios like you, or I don't even know what other mechanisms there are, like you will live and have a great career even though nobody actually cares about you personally, but they just like your music, or it's good like background music for the playlist. That like I know that there's plenty of songs on playlists that nobody actually cares about, but they'll listen to it just because they're like, oh, I like, you know, or they'll go on the playlist every week, and that's just a passive. Like if you listen to Rap Caviar only and they don't really like anything, they just put it in their own playlist and whatnot. They just listen to Rap Caviar to see, like people did in the radio back in the day. Like they don't care what's playing, they just want something on while they're in the car. That's like millions of passive streams that these people are getting. Overproduced and just better quality professional music videos can be corny. I agree. That's why I think that, and there's no diss, that's why I think, because Cole Bennett's like on a whole different level, right? He's doing like Minions and other like Nike collabs and whatever, but like I think that's why he kind of lost the underground or a more music enthusiast audience, because he kind of got into bigger shit with like Eminem and whatever Minions, even though the Minions was dope, but because it got like too overly produced, even though he was producing or post-production on the editing side a lot before, but now it's like more scenes like you would see in Hollywood. And I think that's like, no, the original audience didn't want that. They liked the editing. But again, he's doing more numbers now because he's working with bigger artists and because he's doing the scenes, which is like more palatable for the mainstream audience. So that it goes all the way back to SoFaygo. Like SoFaygo fits that mold.